Good morning. This is Catherine with Heart Song Homestead. I've had some questions about our bunny barn, so I'm going to just walk around and talk about it and how we built it. So this is our cattle panel bunny barn. It is approximately 12 by 16. When we were looking at shelters for rabbits, we considered a pole barn. Would be about $1,000 if we had put it up ourselves. And we're looking at our time frame, our budget, and then also how permanent it is. You know, homesteads are always growing and changing and moving, and I wasn't ready for a permanent structure. So then we considered that yellow storage shed over there from Harbor Freight. We had got our new gray one, and I thought I could turn that one into the bunny barn. I saw videos where people had done that, but then I would have to, get wood and build walls and put in windows, because when it comes to animals, ventilation, especially here in Florida, North Florida with our hot, humid summers, ventilation is so important. So I saw videos where people were building greenhouses. So on the sides, they were building wooden frames and then, draping the cattle panels over the top for your roof system. But I didn't want to spend the money on the lumber and take the time for the cuts and screwing it all together. We kind of had a week to get it done, and I work full time. So I decided that we would do the T-posts, one cattle panel along the side for 16 feet long, and then we would attach cattle panels to it. I think I just went one wire row down. No, I went two. One. So down here to the second one down, because that's the top. So we attached them down here to give it some strength. And then we just ran them across. In cattle panel construction, zip ties are my best friend, and also the metal hanger strap that the plumbers use. So as you can see on the inside, you have your one cattle panel that runs across, and then we have 4 cattle panels that we used to make our roofing system. The tennis balls on top of the T-posts are to keep the edges from poking in holes. We put our rabbits under a tree for shade. So you can imagine the roots. Let's see. And I don't know, Joel Salatin, use what you have. I keep scrap lumber, all kinds of pieces. Most of this is scrap. Landscape timbers in the center. They're cheaper, but I did do the 4x4 posts on the ends. We did buy the screen door from Lowe's. I think it was $68, but I'll put a price list in. But it's just scrap wood. You could build this in a day. If you, got started early and just worked, you could build it in a day. But we wanted something where we could hang our rabbits to keep them off the ground. We're new to rabbits, so everything we do is what other people share. So I'd seen some comments where people had issues with ants, so we knew we wanted to hang our rabbits. The cages are from Tractor Supply. They're Pet Lodge. They are the 30 by 36. I could see where just a 24 by 4 foot would be a really good cage. That 30 inch, when they get up there in that corner and I'm trying to get a hold of them, it's a little bit of a reach. Let's see, you know, ventilation. We did chicken wire here. I'm going to run chicken wire around the sides eventually. We did chicken wire on the front here to close in the front, but I also wanted something, you want it to look nice for a non-permanent, budget-friendly structure. So these are the decking spindles, and they were less than $2 a piece. So that was the cheaper way, and then it matched the door. I'll put my material list and the price in the instructions, but these things here, your metal cable ties, I get them from Harbor Freight. They're less than $5 for 25, and they have a strength of up to 115-pound working load. We use these things for building hog pens. My husband doesn't like them. He says they don't tighten, but they do if you use pliers. And then these hanger straps that the plumbers use, that's how I connect the cattle panels to the tops. Well, that's how I connect cattle panels to the wood. Maybe I've got an example on the other side. Here. So I just cut a little piece, and then I screw it, and then it holds the metal to the wood. Also what I like about cattle panel structures is it's always evolving. That's the wonderful thing about animals, is it doesn't have to be perfect. They just need shelter, food, and protection. So, this is adequate, and I'm going to have, I have plans for hanging a shop light, everybody getting their own fan. There'll be more cages on this side. I think I'm going to put build a table back here, maybe one that can fold if I need it out of my way. And I had left this space here in case I wanted to put a big ventilation fan. I'm going to figure out a way to extend that eave to give her a little more protection. Currently have a tarp hanging up here because we had a storm with winds blowing in. But when I find a good price on shade cloth, I'm going to make curtains out of shade cloth. So this is our big bunny barn. It's approximately, which is the wonderful thing about cattle panel building, is it's okay for things to be approximate. So it's approximately 12 by 16. We recessed the front and the back walls to give us a little overhang for rain protection. It's tall. 7.5 feet tall. These rabbits are hanging, the top of the cage comes to my shoulder. I'm just about 6 foot tall. Plenty of room. We leave the door open when we free range the chickens in the afternoon, and they can come in here and scratch and mix up the manure. And that's it. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.